We are back. Not sure what happened. I lost internet connection, but I went down and just restarted the router, so we are back online again. So let's continue looking around this area, because this is some interesting stuff. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. This game already has a lot of endings, so it's hard to believe that there were endings that were even cut from the game too. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Yeah, we never tried that. There was a point when we were on a cargo lift, or not a cargo lift, but some sort of moving platform, and I was curious if you could jump off of it. This second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. I'm curious now. We were gonna have to check that out at some point. One option. So we have the first choice in the game where you choose the left or the right. If you go right, it takes you to the lounge, which is where the maintenance room is. And then 2 doorways to the maintenance. So if you so apparently there's another door if you take the room on the right that also leads to maintenance. 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. Yep. What about this? Vent. Was there a vent option? We'll have to check that out. I don't know if that's still an option or if they removed that. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Which version is that? I'm guessing the one without the vent, because I don't remember seeing a vent. Guys, this is all so interesting. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. That was an ending. Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. See, now that looks like Portal to me. That looks a lot like Portal. The button on the white wall like that. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. Excuse me. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. The game is now paused. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. How many endings weren't included in this game that already has a bajillion endings? Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. I wonder if there's something in this room that'll tell me what I'm supposed to do in the countdown room. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the 2 endings together instead. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Oh wow. See, that looks way more simple. Like, that seems easier to follow than what they have right now. Alright. What's over here? So that was that one room. I think that was the room that we came in from. This is our office. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. So we got basic office with just a mug on the desk. We got a double L desk now with 2 computers, more desk clutter, and more filing cabinets. And then virtually more or less the same thing, but with just one computer and more desk clutter. Huh. This is all very interesting. I wanted to tell you, I liked the Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as... Are you a rock? So, what are these? Emails? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. That's kind of cool. Were you born with a magnificent voice? There's a skeleton inside of you. That's funny. Now I kind of wish that I would have been around back during this game's development, so I could have, or if I would have known about it, I would have sent an email. That's funny. Alright, have we gone down here yet? The rabbit hole goes deeper. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game. Narrator outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Interesting. I can't find where the sound's coming from to listen to them. Wow. Alright, well this is extremely informative. Being a student in the track of game design myself, this is actually all very intriguing to me. So I'm actually enjoying all this behind the scenes stuff. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of addition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Wow. See, I would have loved to be able to work on a game like this. That's cool. There's just so much going on. Alright, well, I feel very much more informed about this game now. Shall we return back to whence we came? We have to go find that other big room that says Stanley Parable, I'm guessing. Alright, this goes back to the narrator outtakes. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is interesting. I'm glad I ended up playing this game. And I'm kind of hating myself for putting it off for so long. Because I've been meaning to play this game for literally the last 2-3 years now. And I just never got around to it. And now I'm kind of wishing I had. Because this is definitely one of the most interesting games I've played in a long time.
These two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Is this going to restart now?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ooh, it actually crushed us this time. Okay, so it's not loading now. So quit to main menu. That's what she was telling me to do. Begin the game. Alright. I suppose now it's time to start on a new path. I'm going to see if there's actually a vent there. That might not be the final version that they went with, but after seeing that, I am curious if there is a way to get into a vent.
This is the story.
Alright, so we've seen all this. Can we type on our computer? No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, so
When Stanley
many options.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
Alright, so
this was not the
according to
correct
that
way to the
floor
meeting
layout
room,
in the
and
behind the
Stanley
scenes
knew it
area,
perfectly well.
there was
Perhaps
a
he wanted to
vent
stop by the employee lounge
that
first,
may or may
just
not be
to
in
admire it.
the lounge room.
Standing now in this incredible room,
Yeah, it doesn't
Stanley
look
for
like
the
there
first
is one
time
anymore.
understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, so last one we went forward, it took us to that conveyor belt, this
Stanley
area.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
So
wasn't
what happens
5
if we
years
just
ago.
walk off the edge? I don't wanna... Alright, here it goes.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Whoops.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Wow. Alright, so now we're at this weird alternate version of the office again. This is not the normal
All
office.
of his co-workers were gone.
So does that
What
mean the
could it
whiteboard
mean?
ending thing still
Stanley
in here?
decided to go to the meeting
Yes.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. I really want to see if there's a way to actually open up the console. Alright, so we have the console bound to the right shift right now. But it doesn't do anything for me. Oh crap, no! I accidentally clicked quit. 1 second. I'm going to check to see if I can open the console. Okay. Alright, so maybe it's a good thing that I quit, because it looks like I might have to change some settings and able to use the console. Right-click the Stanley Parable in Steam, select Properties, set Launch Options, type Console into the input field. Alright, we're gonna try that. Because I really wanna open the console. Are you guys as interested as I am? This is all so insane. Alright, Properties. Set launch options dash console. I think that's correct. Alright, so we're going to start the game again. Alright, so now the console is open. So let's see what happens when we enter Bark into console. Did that do anything? Do we have to begin the game first? Oh, come on, loading. You're killing me. I need to know what the whiteboard ending is. Please, I beg of you. Long loading time. Alright. Alright, so we've
This
already
is
been through this. So now can I access the console anytime I want? No, it only opened it at the beginning of the game. Okay. 1 second. This is confusing me because typing bark in at the console at the beginning of the game didn't do anything for me. Alright, let's try setting it to a number key. See if that does anything. There we go. For some reason it didn't like shift. So... Alright, so perhaps we have to see
All
the
of his
white...
co-workers were gone.
Maybe we
What
have to
could it
see the
mean?
whiteboard before
Stanley
we can
decided
do
to
the
go
whiteboard
to the
ending.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But how do we trigger that other office world?
When
Let's just do
Stanley
the same
came to a
thing we
set
did
of
last
two
time.
open doors,
We'll
this
walk
was
off
not
the
the correct
platform
way
and
to the
see if
meeting
that-
room, and Stanley knew
that
it
triggers
perfectly
it again.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, we're gonna jump off again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Woo! You would think
But in
they
his
should have
eagerness
a
to
railing
prove that he
there.
is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Wow, wow.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, wow. Okay, so hopefully it takes us... No, it doesn't. Is it random whether it takes you there or not? Ah! Okay.
Already this was
We're just gonna
uncomfortable,
play
and Stanley
and
decided that
try
as soon as he found a
to-
new space he felt safe in, that he would
Let's see if
never
I can
leave it
open
again
any of these
in
doors.
his life.
Oh! I turned off that computer. Can I turn on any other computers? No, I just randomly turned that computer off. Can I turn this one off? Okay. How about this one? What? Wait, can I type something into this? Input received. It doesn't look like I can type anything into this.
When Stanley came to
Okay.
a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I want to go back to that area
This
that
was not the
we
correct
killed
way to
ourselves
the
in,
meeting room, and
and
Stanley
actually
knew it
ride
perfectly
the
well. Perhaps he wanted to
platform
stop
again,
by
'cause I
the
don't know if we
employee
did
lounge
everything over
first,
on the other
just
side
to
of it.
admire it.
I don't remember what was over there.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That never gets old. Alright, what was over here again?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay, so
I
they're
realize that
it's gonna
investing
take me
your
up
trust
there,
in
but what
someone
if
else
I...
can be difficult.
what
But the
if I
fact is that the
just make
story
a-
has been about nothing but you, or what?
What if I go over here?
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have
We
zero
have not done this
consideration
yet.
for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
What, that
Let me
everyone's
prove
being
it.
mind
Let me
controlled?
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Huh. But he instead walked through the blue door.
Aha! Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
But he didn't. He went through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, but I prefer blue over red. Sorry, dude.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you wanted?
With the breaking fourth
Was it worth
wall.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
What?
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Stanley.
That's
Take it for a
some
spin.
top-notch modeling. What's going on here? Ceiling light. So we got missing assets, misaligned textures and models. This is... okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
We'll give it a 2. I don't think it's bad enough to be a 1, but there's a lot of stuff missing here.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Worldwide leaderboard. Wait, are these actual stats? Skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of player chose the blue door. Ha! I guess I'm part of the 3%. How long did it take you to get the correct door? Compete against others. That is insane. They have a leaderboard for this? Oh my gosh. My friends list shouldn't be empty. Oh my, wow. So what happens if I go back through here again?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Actually, yes.
Again, honest answers, please.
Yes.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In
Whoa,
this game,
what?
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Oh my
But of course,
gosh.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Looks like we're gonna be here a while,
sure
guys.
to keep notes
I hope
on
you're
your
ready for this.
experience.
What is that awful noise? Sounds like the baby's farting. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh jeez, I can't do this forever. Okay, I promised I'm not a sadist, but we are going to let this baby burn. It's out of my hands now.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
No,
purely to spite me?
I love babies.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I'm so dumbfounded. I'm finding it hard to speak, which is insane because I usually have a lot more to say. Minecraft?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
Joke's on you.
Tell me
I
that,
love
Stanley.
Minecraft.
Will
I don't
it
care what
ever
people
be
say.
enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where's the narrator?
This will go here. No, here.
Whoa.
And then...
Oh no, is he making a dirt hut?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I suddenly have the urge to play Minecraft. Not that I will, because I am totally addicted to this game right now. Alright. What a beautiful home he made for us.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, we actually... Oh my gosh, we actually get to walk around now. I gotta remind myself that I'm playing Stanley Parable, because I legit feel like I'm in Minecraft right now. Oh, and they even got the music. So I wonder, did they get permission from Mojang to use all these assets? They must have.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Do we have any torches? I'm actually right-clicking on the walls because that's what you do in Minecraft. This is insane. Why in the world?
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay,
oh,
new
come
game.
on. I love Minecraft. That was something. Portal?
Yes! I don't even know what this
Oh,
game is, but I
love
love
Portal.
it.
Yes.
You, trapped in a glass box
Portal is
with
one
no
of
way
my
out,
favorite games of
listening
all
to
time.
me
Fun
talk.
fact.
Oh, it's inspired. I
Portal
couldn't
2
have done it any
has
better
the most
myself.
hours
What
on
is this
Steam out of
game
every game I
supposed to
own.
be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Wow. We are about at the 30-minute mark, just a little short of it. So I'm going to stop this YouTube video here, but we are definitely far from being done with this game right now. I am seriously, I could probably go all night. Like, there's just so many things to do. And I seriously wish I would have played this game way back when I was curious about it 2-3 years ago, but I'm at a loss for words just by how much work was put into this game and just how many different things that you can do. And so we are going to get right back into it after this quick break.